Hi, what you just saw was the first demonstration of the Madoka Magica inspired VR game I have been working on with some friends. Last Black Friday I got an Oculus Quest and decided to try and make something to play on it. I had recently rewatched Madoka on Netflix and remembered how much I loved its art and environments, so I thought it would be really neat to be able to explore such weird places in virtual reality. And so, my new project Madoka VR came to be. It has been a couple of months now, so I wanted to share our progress with you people. I wanted to recreate the battles between witches and magical girls from the original show. For those who haven't seen it, there are the Sailor Moon Sakura card captor-ish magical girls fighting evil monsters called witches, and nothing bad nor traumatizing ever happens to them. Look at this cute cat rabbit thingy, don't you just love it? Anyway, up until now our small team has been working on making a fight against Octavia von Seckendorf, which takes place in this sort of twisted concert hall. I want to break down a little bit of what has been done up until now, show you some of the assets we have worked on, and talk to you about future plans for this little fan game of ours. I spent a lot of time watching and rewatching the scene in Madoka Magica to figure out the arena as precisely as possible. This set is not very complex. You have a big spherical dome with 3 large steps at the bottom and a big red carpet on the ground. Jen, my girlfriend, helped me recreating the carpet decoration pattern for the texture. The hardest part was arranging the chairs around the dome. I saw these couple of seconds of the show many times to figure out how many chair units there were and how they were spaced. After sort of figuring it out, I made a layout with simple polygons of how the seats were arranged. Then, I simply arranged them into a sphere shape, quickly modeled the minimalist chair, and finally replaced every polygon face on my layout with the chair model. The half dome of red chairs ended up with a whopping 3,942 chairs across its surface. I made the 3D model for Octavia, leaving some elements still as 2D to keep that sort of stiff nature, like her cape and the decorations behind her. Once it was done, I rigged her body, while a good friend of mine, Euterpe Dicodis, textured all her pieces. Once the rig and textures were done, Jen helped me out with a simple idle look and painting the textures for the cape animation. Okay, first of all, I know in the show Mami never fights Octavia by herself. Just imagine it's some split timeline thingy, and also it was the easiest weapon to implement first, and shut up, let's just go along with it. So, Jen modeled out the proxy for the rifle, and Euterpe did some extra tweaks to the topology and textured the weapon. I rigged the rifle hammer with a single joint and exported it into Unity. There, I animated the rifle so it would bury itself into the ground whenever it appeared, just like when Mami is fighting. I tweaked some values to make the rifles snap into the hand, so it would actually look like the hand was holding it right. Then, I made a shader graph for the rifle to appear, glow, darken and disappear when required. I added a long cylinder and a gunshot sound effect for when the trigger is pulled. Once the gun has been shot, it will begin to darken and eventually dissolve completely. Once I had all of that figured out, I made a script for the rifles to be spawned on random places every 8.5 seconds, with a maximum amount of 10 rifles on stage. Up until now, that's what we got. You can walk around, find a rifle and shoot it, then go to another rifle and do it again up until your heart's content. Rifles will keep popping up for eternity, or until the Oculus Quest dies. However, the gunshot doesn't actually do anything yet. First, we need to make the game more playable. We need to add interactions with Octavia for when she is shot and attacks for her to throw at the player. I'm planning on using wooden wheels as a projectile. In fact, the wheels have already been modeled and textured. Also, maybe adding some sword strikes would be fun. However, first there are some minor fixes that have to be done to the rig. Once all the combat elements are done, I want to add some other decoration elements to the arena, like the orchestra, of which Jen already made the outlines, and some pieces of sheet music flying around. If I get that right, then I want to recreate the alley and the antechamber they walk before reaching the main battle arena. And maybe, just maybe, I might try my luck developing the other magical girls' weapons and have more gameplay variety. There are still a lot of other things I want to add to the game, but for now I'll stick to these before the video turns into a half-an-hour wishlist. I'll be using this channel to keep you up with updates and showcasing what we make. I want the game to be available for everyone to play for free, but first I would like the game to become more of a playable experience rather than a fancy environment to walk around. I've really enjoyed learning new things and experimenting with this game, and hope you'll like to tag along for the journey. If you have any ideas, suggestions, or you would like us to explain deeper into how we did some of the stuff, please leave a comment, and subscribe to keep in check for future updates. I hope you like all this work we have done. I'm Gimbal Crazed, and I hope you enjoyed watching. See ya!